Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing an X return spread for all of my Taurus out there for the month of February. So, let's get after it. Okay, here we go. Sun, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. What type of energy is coming towards my Taurus during the month of February? What kind of energy is coming towards my Taurus during the month of February? Cards that I need to see. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so right from the beginning, we have a lot of conflict and a lot of tension going on right now. Okay, there's a lot of tension, a lot of conflict, a lot of competitive infighting going on right now. So there's a lot of chaotic energy here that's going on here with these two individuals that are pursuing you here. Okay, and there is this overall sense of this individual is trying to figure out, at least in their mind, at least, should I stay and continue to fight for this a love interest, or should I move on to a better situation, or a more clear-cut situation, if you were, not necessarily better, but a more clear-cut situation. Because there's the feeling that the constant conflict and the constant turbulence is beginning to wear this individual down here. Okay, they do have other options, at least in their mind, but the only option that they really want here, this one has illuminated that one. The option that they really want is you. That's the option that they really want. Okay, so. And that's why they're doing, at least in their mind, they're hanging in there for dear life. They're hanging in there as long as they can, but it's beginning to kind of wear them down a little bit. Now, this individual is a younger air sign individual, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius energy here. Now, the interesting part about this younger air sign individual here is this individual. Again, there is a bit of immaturity here pertaining to this situation. You could say immaturity. You can also interchange that with inexperience as well. Okay, because this is a younger individual here, and I'm getting a sense here that they didn't count on things being as complex, being as layered as they thought they were going to be. They thought they had a clear path to fulfilling their wishes and pertaining to having a fruitful relationship with you, and things kind of got complex when another party came into play here. Okay, and they're kind of trying to figure. They're kind of having second guesses here, like they don't know how much longer they can put up with this, the competitive nature of the situation. Now, the competitive individual happens to be an older earth sign individual here. Okay, King of Pentacles. Now, this individual, these two individuals are kind of polar opposites, because this Page of Swords individual again, they're kind of the young, kind of a little bit of naivete there, a little bit of inexperience, but the passion is definitely there. This older earth sign individual, Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, it's a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more grounded, well, a lot more grounded, a lot more seasoned in the nature of relationships. It makes, and on top of that, has a very a structured mindset when it comes to financial security. So this individual is very financially solid. They make very wise decisions when it comes to their money. So this person is financially in a very solid position, whereas though the Page of Swords individual, not so much. And that's, it's not just a difference in it's not only a difference in approach, and there are different approaches to pursuing a relationship. It's also a difference in in their understanding of how complex relationships are. You know, the younger air sign individual, it has the belief that, hey, love will conquer all. Okay, love will conquer all. We can get, if we love each other, you know, if we're committed to each other, then love will rule the day. Love will rule the day. We can get past anything. The earth sign individual perspective is a little bit different. Their perspective is more or less like, yeah, love will rule the day to a point, but also financial stability also plays a part in ruling the day as well, and that I can offer you. Okay, I'm also the earth sign individual is a lot more confident because they're older, a lot more seasoned, so a lot more confident. The Page of Swords individual, again, the younger energy, not so much so. A little bit waverly, you know, that's why there's this Five of Swords aspect here. Is like they don't know if they should kind of continue to fight for this relationship, or maybe move on to something else, because this is beginning to be a little bit out of their depth here. Okay, so returning to the reading here, we have a Two of Wands here. So this earth sign individual is very much aware that there are two choices that need to be made here, but they do believe that they can make you happy. They do believe that they can make you happy emotionally, and also the Sun card also represents an aspect of material abundance as well, material wealth as well, material happiness. So that's just something to keep in mind there as well. Also, finally, we have the Five of Cups here, and so the reason why this, I'm getting a sense here that the reason why this Earth sign individual is really hardwired into this particular situation is because there's this aspect of regret that's here. I'm getting the sense here that this earth sign individual has been in a similar situation in the past, you know, where they missed out on an opportunity, you know, or they lost who they were romantically involved with to someone, and they're looking back on the regret, you know, that they really didn't pursue it as hard as they should have, and they're not going to let that happen to them again this time. So that's what's going on with that situation. There's a certain amount of regret that they're dealing with here. Also, this regret also could prove to be somewhat slightly of a rebound energy as well. Could be a little bit of that there, them kind of reminiscing, thinking back about the past, and they're looking at this particular situation saying, I'm not going to let this get away again. But there also is the sense of there could also be a little bit of that, you know, reminiscing about something from the past. So you may want to be a little bit careful about that. Okay. So with that being said, let's see what kind of energy your ex is dealing with. What kind of energy is your ex dealing with? What kind of energy is your ex dealing with here? What kind of energy is your ex dealing with here? What kind of energy is your ex dealing with here? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. Okay, we are. Okay. Okay, so right now, it appears as though your ex is single. Okay, your ex is single. Again, this does not necessarily have to be an ex. This could be an ex from a while ago as well. So right now, your ex is single. They're in a they're happy in their own skin. They're happy with their situation. They're looking for something to they're looking to have their situation move into a more calmer, stable situation. Okay, so they're moving a little to move from wherever they are right now for being single to a more calmer situation. So even though they're single, even though it feels like they have financial stability, there's still this aspect of there's this missing component in their lives that they have yet to be able to fulfill. Okay, they're looking to have children at this point, so they're looking for abundance, beauty, happiness. They're looking for a recognized victory. Okay, they're looking for something someone that they can really hold on to, recognize as a committed relationship. They've done quite a bit of soul searching within themselves. Okay, so they feel like they've done the work on themselves that they needed to do. But even so, there's still this aspect of their lives of feeling like they've been trapped here. Okay, so they still feel like they're trapped. They still feel like their hands are being tied behind their back. And like I said before, there's this overall energy of that they are unable to find happiness, to find that fit, if you will. Um, and also we have the Three of Pentacles here, which means that there's this aspect of at this point they're even looking at people that they currently work with or have relationships with to kind of fill that void. So emotional wise, um, they're in this quest to find something that's going to fulfill them, because right now they seem to have this missing piece that's there. Okay, so with that being said, let's see, what are the chances that you guys are going to connect back together? What are the chances of you going to connect back with the accident? What are the chances of you connecting back with the accident? Show the cards you see. Show the cards you see. Okay. Well, okay, so the chances of you guys reconnecting back together again it's not even close. Um, it's not even close at this point. There's still this aspect of toxicity in the relationship that you've had with each other. A very a bondage type situation. There was a feeling of being trapped here. Usually would be like opioid addiction, alcoholism is overall toxic. I'm getting more of the feeling from this particular situation that there's this overall feeling of the relationship was just toxic, and it really wasn't going anywhere. There's also this aspect of things being kind of melancholy, like there's nothing really, there's no reason for us to even be in each other's orbit anymore. So there's this sense that there's nothing to be gained from even coming back to either speaking to one another, even being in the same in the same place at the same time. The overall energy that you guys have is just not compatible. Furthermore, both of you are looking for a soulmate connection. And you both have realized that this soulmate connection, that you didn't have a soulmate connection with each other. You're both actively pursuing something that's going to have a lot more substance than what your relationship had. So it also feels as though there's really no real need to even be friends here. It just seems like this situation overall, the energy here is pretty just stagnant, pretty much dead energy here between the two of you. Okay, so let's just see what additional information the Spirit want to give us. What additional information the Spirit want to give us before I shut this down? Okay. So you are definitely ready for something that is substantive, something that has some type of substance to it. So you're definitely ready, okay? You're definitely ready to pursue something that's going to have layers to it, okay? You're ready. You're ready for the more complex, meaningful relationships, okay? No longer do you have to kind of deal with like a one trick pony type of situation. Looking for something with a lot more gravitas to it. Also, Ask your higher angels. That tells me that's a direct a direct link to meditation. And meditation doesn't necessarily have to be in a situation where you're sitting and you're meditating. You can take walks outside if you need to. Some people need to, walk outside, or the rhythmic walking. Being amongst nature also helps bring a sense of calmness to individuals. Um, even things such as exercise. So just kind of ask your higher angels to really help you get a sense of clarification, give you that sense of grounding that you need. Okay, and finally here, even though things may be stagnant, like I said, there's dead energy here. There's also this aspect of there definitely needs to be some forgiveness that needs to happen here. Um, like I said, there's an overall toxic vibe to this whole thing, and forgiveness is definitely the key here, um, in helping you move forward, because it's still connecting you to this individual. So forgiving them, even if you forgive them um, internally, okay, not that you have to have communication with this individual, but even disconnecting from the situation, forgiving it in your heart and moving away from it would give you that extra sense of mobility that you need to help further your own spiritual growth. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. If this did not resonate with you, that's okay. And you want to know something a little bit more specific about your particular situation, I'll leave the link below. Please feel free to get a personal reading. If this did resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more, again, the link will be below. Make sure you get your personal reading. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell either. So I'm going to shut this thing down now. I love you guys. My name is Adonis, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.